Hey guys, welcome back. It has been 4 months, so I'm going to go ahead and try to do Darren's 4-month update. It's kind of a depressing one this time, but I'm going to go ahead and go into the positives first, and then we'll talk about the more depressing side of it. He did get his shots yesterday at his 4-month visit, so I don't know how well this video is going to be. I might have to pause it and stop it because he's not feeling good at all. And he's running a fever, which happened last time, but, you know, he's a little champ and he's trying to pull through. But, so I'll just go ahead and kind of go through what he's been doing at 4 months. He went from giggling to now he actually, like, laughs and stuff, and that's fun. And he can grab onto toys, and he has favorite toys, which you can see he's playing with his favorite rattle right now. He can actually grab onto it and move it and put it in his mouth and stuff like that. So that's progress. You need help, buddy? And now he's rolling over a lot. He can pretty much roll over all the time now. And he can almost roll over from his stomach to his back. And he doesn't hate tummy time as much anymore. He can push himself up now when he's in tummy time with his arms. Before he wasn't really able to do that, or he didn't even try. And now he doesn't cry right away in tummy time, and usually he'll just roll over if he's upset. But he'll stay in tummy time longer now. He can, as you can kind of hear, he talks a lot. He's very vocal. He coos a lot, and he tries talking. And since he's not feeling good today, he's been fussy, but it's kind of cute, even though he's sad and stuff. But he's very vocal, and he's letting us know that he's not happy and he doesn't feel very good today. He was kind of only waking up 1 to 2 times at night for a while there. He was sleeping, he would go 4 or 5 hours and then wake up 2 or 3 hours after that. But I'll get into it later, but I'm going to have to start waking him up more to eat at night. As you can see, his shirt is all crazy wet. He's drooling a lot and chewing on everything except for Binkies. I even bought a new one. Oh, let me go grab it. Okay, so I even got a new one. I got this kind that has I don't know, it's the Advent ones. It's just like his bottles that he uses, so I thought he might like that more. I don't know, I was gonna focus camera. Opposed to this one. He hates this one. He won't even, I try and he just screams. He absolutely hates this one completely now. But this one he did suck on for about 2 to 5 minutes. He actually has sucked on it, especially when we went in the car the other day. He sucked on this on the way down to maybe even 20 minutes. He's gone. He still doesn't like it and he doesn't want it. I have to I have to force him to chew on it. But he'll chew on everything else, his toys, his hands, our shoulders, and he likes Sophie the giraffe. Oh, is that your toy? He has all those toys he likes. He's not wearing a lot of clothes right now. I did have him all dressed up in a nice outfit, and normally we always have pants on him and at least socks because it's usually cooler in our house, in the low 70s. But since he's running a fever, he's not all the way dressed. He has his favorite toys now, which he does like the Sophie the giraffe and the rattle. He's starting to like this little elephant with the blanket now. He's just getting into all of his preferences. It's super cool. He still prefers to nurse with a nipple shield. I have been trying really hard, every day, every time we start nursing, I start him off without it. And he'll latch on and everything, and he seems cool, but then after 5 minutes, he gets mad and he starts pulling on my nipple and he wants to stop, and I think it's because he wants to fall asleep with the nipple shield. He'll, even when we were out in public yesterday, he will nurse without it to eat, but he wants to fall asleep being able to feel the nipple shield. I think it's just comfort for him at this point. Yeah. So we're still working on that. I prefer not to use it just because it's so easy not to use it. You're just here. But, oh no, did you hit yourself? What, baby? You okay? You want Mama to hold you? You want Mama to hold you? Oh, let's see if you actually, let's see. buddy. Oh, I know you don't feel good. Oh, so yeah, he still wants the nipple shield, and I'm trying to get him not to use it. What's wrong, baby? It don't feel good, huh? You can see how this is what he does when he doesn't feel good. He's just fussy. Yeah, I know. I know. You gonna tell them about it? Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Okay. Say, we'll be right back. Yeah, say, we'll be right back. I'm gonna try to calm him down really quick. I know. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try again. He's super fussy right now. Oh, buddy. Okay, let's try again. So he's starting to like bedtime stories a lot more at nighttime. He really looks at the pictures and he grabs onto the pages and stuff. And he seems like he really likes it. He enjoys his bath time still. He likes to look at the water, and I've been putting toys in there now, and he looks at his toys. And we've been doing baths more often too to try to get him associated like with bedtime routine and all of that. And he sits up almost completely in his bumbo, but he's still, after like 5 minutes, he'll slouch down. He likes music a lot. We play Fantasia for him and all kinds of fun stuff. Anything with music he really likes. We haven't actually taken him out to eat just yet. Whenever we go out in public, we just eat in our car. We were going to try yesterday, but there was too long of a line and we were in a rush, so we didn't. But one day we're going to go out to eat. So that's, I think, pretty much it for his 4-month update. The thing that's kind of depressing and makes me feel like a horrible parent is we went to his 4-month checkup, and when they first weighed him, he was 11 pounds. I think it was like 11.15 or something like that on the first time. And then they weighed him again on a different scale, and then he was 12.3. And I believe the last visit, which was 2 months ago, I think that he was 12 pounds, or right under 12 pounds. So basically the doctor was really worried. He should have gained at least a whole pound by 2 months now. So he's only gained like 2 ounces or so. And the little graph that he showed us, he was in like the 18th percentile the first checkup, then it went to 15%, and then this appointment was 2%. So he's declining, the doctor said. So he needs to eat more, and I felt so depressed that he's not gaining weight. He's like tiny because he was doing so good. But he's still pretty long. He's 25 inches long. So he's wearing about 3 to 6 month clothes right now. And then like Carter's, he wears just 6 month clothes. It just depends on the brand. His head circumference, it was the first time they measured his head. They never did before, at least that I saw. It was 32 inches. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. So yeah, the doctor was really quite alarmed about his weight. So he said that we're just not feeding him enough, and the only thing that I've changed is I went back to work, so I think I'm just not producing as much as I used to. And it's very frustrating with breastfeeding because before I complained about producing too much. I kept getting clogged ducts, I got an infection, and I even bought some pills to help me produce less at one point. So like it's frustrating that I was producing too much and now I'm producing too little. So I'm gonna just try to drink more water, and then I have my fenugreek. I'm gonna take that again, see if that helps, and then I'm going to try and eat more oatmeal and stuff to help him with that. I'm doing my video. You want to be in our video, our 4-month update? It's Uncle David. Oh my god. Nice.
Oh, am I on video?
Yeah. Yeah, this is his 4-month update.
Aww.
He says he doesn't feel good for his 4-month update. He keeps crying.
Oh.
Yeah. See all the drool?
You just see. You want to play with him? Yes. No.
He says no. He doesn't want to play.
That sucks. I don't want that.
So yeah, I just need to work on my production, and then the doctor mentioned possibly supplementing with formula. Oh, did he walk away? So when I'm gone and my husband is feeding him my breast milk that's frozen, we're going to try to mix half of my breast milk with the formula to help supplement to make sure he's getting enough. I tried that earlier, and oh my goodness, he was not having it. He hates the taste of it. I had to force it down, and he only drank 3.5 ounces. But before, we were using the little bottles, and he was pretty much only drinking 4 ounces at a time on the bottles. And so we switched to the big bottle so we can actually get more in there. But he doesn't seem to want to eat it. But he also doesn't feel good from his shots, so that could be part of it. And, yeah, I don't really want to talk about all of the crazy vaccines and stuff. I think that if you don't want to do it, that's fine, but we definitely chose to do it because of my career, especially the hepatitis. I'm constantly bringing stuff home with me from my work and stuff like that, so we were really pro that. The only other thing that I wanted to talk about, other than how depressed I am that he's not gaining weight. Oh, you want to go see David? He's going to go see David real quick. Okay, sorry about that. So, yes, the vaccine thing, I'm not here to debate it. It's really controversy, but yeah, we did end up doing it. But since he hasn't been feeling good, I'm hoping that's why he didn't drink that much of his bottle. Either that or he's just not really a big eater. And I do know at nighttime when I'm feeding him, he does fall asleep like after 10 minutes of eating. Even when I switch sides, he'll just fall asleep almost instantly. The doctor wants me to wake him up at night instead of letting him sleep 4 to 5 hours. He wants me to wake him up to see if I can get him to drink more. Another thing that's kind of alarming and I feel horrible about is I've only seen it twice in 2 months, but he had like a little red spot on his diaper. In the morning, it looked like blood from his like penis, but the doctor said no, it's like that red brick stuff. Basically concentrated pee, which means he's dehydrated, which means he's not drinking enough at nighttime. So I do have to wake him up more and make sure he's eating enough. So yeah, you know, as a parent, it's our job to feed our children and help them grow. So it was really, really depressing hearing that. I felt like it was my fault. But my husband reminded me, you know, that these visits are for that, just to help, you know, with seeing where they stand and what we need to do to change to keep him on the right track. So we did schedule an appointment in 1 month from now to check his weight again to see if he does gain weight this time. So like for this whole month we're just on operation, feed him as much as we can, try to get my supply up. We might have to just go to more formula, and you know, I really don't want to do that. I didn't want to do formula. I wanted to do exclusive breast milk for at least, you know, the 6 months to possibly a year. So I was really depressed about it, but you know, it doesn't really matter as long as he's growing what he's eating. As far as like breast milk versus formula, we just need him to grow because he can't get back those months of, you know, not growing, and it's really important for his brain right now. So that was really depressing. I was really sad about it. I didn't even want to talk about it, but it's kind of like I have to because that's what's going on. So yes, my boy is a little skinny and needs to gain some weight. So the circumcision thing, they called to schedule that, and just kind of a quick refresher, he has concealed penis, so they were recommending that we see a urologist if we're going to circumcise, and he could be having problems in the future if we didn't. I talked to the urologist. She said that sometimes they can grow out of it or it can fix itself sometimes in some cases, and she said that she would she can do it from 4 months to 3 years old. So we were originally going to do it at 6 months, but now that that date is approaching and they called me to schedule the appointment, I really just can't. It's hard. I don't want to go through with it. He has to go under general anesthetic, and I don't really want that, and I don't really feel like it's a decision for me to make. It's, you know, it's his body. I wish it was more normalized, because that is normal, versus the circumcision, especially we're not religious, so that's like another reason why I don't really want to do it. Everybody in the family, though, is circumcised, so he would be considered not normal, even though that it's normal, you know, he's born like that, that's normal. So right now the whole plan is I'm just monitoring it. Every time he goes for a checkup I ask how it's doing, and this last checkup they said that it does look like it's getting a little better, but he's also lost fat. He's not a very fat baby, so that could be why it looks a little better. But our plan right now is just to monitor it, because I really don't want to put him through it. I really don't want to do it, and that's the reason why I didn't want a boy, because I didn't want to do that. And he's crying because he doesn't feel good, so I have to wrap it up. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my postpartum. I've been doing pretty good. I'm wearing all my normal clothes. I weigh 107 pounds now. Stretch marks are starting to fade, but my tummy is still a little flabby. So, this is me now. And I still have a little bit of flabbiness. And you can see all the stretch marks, but they are finally starting to fade a little. But that is our postpartum. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have anything to add or ask, just ask me below. And if you guys went through the same thing with the whole weight gain or not gaining, any advice is welcome. Thanks.